CM Punk has joined AEW amid various rumors regarding CM Punk's reported ties to All Elite Wrestling and an in-ring return to professional wrestling. Cassidy Haynes, the man of the hour from Bodyslam.net, is now claiming that CM Punk is 100% going to be there and is 100% signed and going to be at AEW's Chicago run leading up to All Out in September. This is some big news. Speaking on his podcast, Haynes said that I was told he was 100% for Chicago. They want CM Punk to be in Chicago. He's 100% going to be there. And so he's very certain about it. He's said 100% about 3 or 4 times there. I have at least 8 times and is just talking about it. As you can tell, I'm very excited. AEW is going to be obviously running their 3 events in All Out Week, Rampage, Dynamite, and All Out in Chicago in the Now Arena. Another thing to add to this excitement, Living Color, which, for those of you who don't know, was the band that sung Cult of Personality, which was CM Punk's longtime song, his longtime entrance theme. Living Color has followed AEW on Instagram.
Interesting.
And look, there's a lot of other stuff that goes into this too, but Trevor, what do you make of this news that CM Punk is signed, the contract is signed, delivered, it's a done deal, and he's going to be there at All Out Week? What do you make of this?
Dude, I was so excited. Like, I think I actually squealed a bit when I found out about it. I find if now there's a possibility it's not true. We don't know for sure, but fingers crossed. But if it is, this is probably one of the biggest moves AEW could have made. He's quite possibly one of the most sought after free agents out right now. I mean, if he really wanted to come back, I'm sure he had offers from a lot of other promotions to come back. Like signing CM Punk is huge, man, for anybody. But especially a promotion like AEW that is doing so many big things here recently. You know, with all the TV spots. With all the viewers they're getting and all the most of their live events selling out in hours, this is big. This is huge.
And to me, the most exciting thing about this is not only are we going to get CM Punk, who we know is a big star, we're going to get CM Punk for the first time in over 8 years. It's been 8 years since CM Punk has wrestled full-time in America. It's been 8 years since he's actually wrestled full-time. He had that one indie run-in, allegedly, in 2019. But to me, this is like that big, like, oh, they signed Hogan moment for
Right.
the AEW. And I'm not saying that, oh, they're going to go down the WCW route, because they've proven to be actually more successful in a lot of things than WCW ever was. But AEW has a chance here now to gain legitimacy, and with this signing, when it happens, gain even more excitement about the product. And a lot of people thought that couldn't have been done any more than it was, but the product right now is golden. The crowds are amazing. The energy behind the product is amazing. The fans love it, and they're spending money on it. Like, they're selling out a lot of these big shows, and we talked about it, and I will eat my hat on this one. I said on this show that having all those shows in Chicago in the same week might be a little tiresome for wrestling fans. This changes all of that. I was wrong. Willing to admit it right here on the air. I was wrong because
that might be a little wrong.
Well, a little wrong. And if anyone had any ideas of buying tickets to that whole week, Dynamite and Rampage still had they still have some tickets available there. Yeah, forget about it pretty soon, because I would say like the next week or two, those tickets are probably going to fly really, really fast the more this news heats up. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about was how kind of AEW has treated this. Because usually what we see from AEW when this kind of stuff happens is, like when Malachi Black was released, they kind of were like, yeah, no, we haven't really talked to him. You would hear something along the lines of, well, we haven't really talked to this person about who has been released or who is a free agent. It's usually a no, and then that person either shows up or they don't. AEW's been so tight-lipped about this. They have not said anything about this or the other big signing, which we'll get to in a minute. But I think that all of that kind of points to this idea that Punk might actually be signed. And look, we know that AEW is willing to work with talents on creative. The talents basically they control a lot of their own creative. Tony Khan is the last filter, but I think that's something that Punk probably wanted. They definitely wanted. We know they have the monetary resources to get something done. The energy, like I said, behind the product is amazing, and the fans love it. So I would see why CM Punk would want to go there and why like AEW would be the place over WWE, knowing a lot of those bridges are probably broken at this point.
I mean, it's also for a person like CM Punk who can time and time again always says best wrestler in the world. He's another one that used to say that all the time. And with a person like that, if you go to a promotion like AEW, they pretty much promote the fact of promotional wrestling. I mean, and that is perfect for someone like CM Punk with their established relationship with Impact Wrestling, with their established relationship with NWA, with New Japan, like
AAA.
AAA, like the sky's the limit, and a guy like CM Punk would flourish in a system like that.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.